In all the separate interventions, models of interventions, services we provide, they actually combine at one point. Now, many people might think I'm going to say children, which is true. Yes, children. But actually, it's community strengthening. My name is Christopher Mwanguzi. I'm the Chief of Innovation and Sustainability at Nyaka. So my best experience so far has actually been where we've just come from. So we just visited Nyaka, a grandmother, who started with Nyaka a few years ago, just with a goat that she used to share with others, having had her financial literacy and training. Today, she's got pigs, she's got coffee, she's got banana plantation, she's got maize, she's got lots going on. She's got rabbits. She cares for 3 children who she's paying school fees for. She also cares for her elderly father. Her father is very elderly. She's so proud, not just to have been a part of Nyaka, but to have made this huge difference. That, for me, has just made everything amazing for me. So I grew up most of my life on a farm. My father was a farmer, and we went to the farm every weekend. So, rearing animals, walking through the hills of Kambuga, Kanungu have just brought back such an amazing memory for me. But this for me really feels like a homecoming. For the last 10 years, I've been based and working in the UK. That's where I've been raising most of the money from. And I've been far away from the story, even though I visited from time to time. But this was different. This felt for me like I was called home. I returned home. I felt like a prodigal child to many of the people here. I felt like a brother to many of the staff that I've met. The Nyaka story is told in many ways, and it's something that, some of the staff have told me about doing a lot and having quite a few things and, multiple things in one business. Let me tell you, it's brought everything home for me. First of all, in all the separate interventions, models of interventions, services we provide, they actually combine at one point. Now, many people might think I'm going to say children, which is true. Yes, children. But actually, it's community strengthening. To protect children, to protect women, to give dignity to those people who belong to these communities so that they can raise those children, but also have a social connection with their neighbors in ways that are amazing and phenomenal. This is what is missing. Most times with organizations like ours, we lose our focus and we end up doing all these things and focusing on one. Let me tell you what I found at Nyaka. We are doing all these things, so let me go through them. We've got the schools, primary, secondary, and a nursery school. We've got the health clinics. We've got the healing centers within hospitals. We've also got the library, the community library. But the most amazing thing is everything is about community. When communities don't have access to education, then their children will not thrive. When communities don't have access to health, then they don't live or thrive. There's the bank. When communities don't have access to financial services, they can't grow, they can't invest, they can't multiply, they can't sustain. When communities don't have access to a community library, there's no literacy. They do not learn. They don't hear what's going on in the rest of the world. This community isn't closed off. This community is aware. It's building from within outward. It isn't taking what's out there and bringing it in here. So for me, there's just been this amazing, interfaceted, multifaceted approach to solving some of the biggest problems: poverty, sex and gender-based violence, inequality, the marginalization of the elderly, access to education, severe poverty, marginalization and poverty that creates all the other elements, health. Interestingly, and I don't know if this is because I don't see a lot, but I haven't really seen that inequality here that I see in other parts of our country. And I feel it's because of the approach that Nyaka has brought. What I'm more excited to see, though, is collaboration, partnership, and scale. I'd like to see this happening in many other parts of our country through appropriate ways, obviously, but I'd also like to see this multiplied within this region, run by others and sustained by others. So I call on the global community to hear the evidence from this rural community-led model that was founded by a man with lived experience that has handed it over to people with lived experience. The other thing that drives Nyaka is its alumni. The people who have lived this story are still contributing to this story, building on this story, and making a difference. Grandmothers, children, young people, graduates. It's phenomenal. Doctors, nurses. Let's not forget that there's communities like this that are solving some of the world's biggest problems.